Have you been a victim of the Magne line stance? If so,
you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Hey guys, this is my first video, so my name is Royalty and welcome to the Royal Archives.
Club jam they gon' treat us like we royalty.
And for anybody trying to say that I got Royal Archives from Namjoon, my name is Royalty. Archives. This has been a thing before his little studio bitch don't do me, period. I've been a BTS army for a long while. Me and Namjoon have had the longest relationship of my life. Like, no relationship has ever lasted this long. Just say I'm one of the vets. So I've seen it all. Dictionary.com defines parasocial relationships as a relationship that a person imagines having with another person whom they do not actually know, such as a celebrity or a fictional character. Well, if you're a K-pop stan, 9 times out of 10, you're in a parasocial relationship. In the West, I can only speak for America, the celebrities are more open with their relationships and set more boundaries when it comes to their fan bases. Like, you're not gonna think you're in a relationship with this person. Like, they got a whole mess on the side, and they're not afraid to tell you that. But in K-pop, that is extremely rare. No, like, I'm dead ass. It's I don't know when Namjoon gonna put his titty down and tell these hoes that me and him I'm just playing. See? The parasocial relationship is killing me. There are rules in like the K-pop companies where these idols, celebrities, can't date people for like the first 3 years, and like dating rumors are this big scandal and media frenzy. And some people have actually been kicked out of their companies for being in public relationships. Like, be so fucking for real. How you mad I got somebody that's down for me? Ugh. Like, it's so serious in K-pop. Like, it's to the point where they have special apps where you can like subscribe to one of the members of the group and get like these special messages that further deepens this parasocial relationship for you to think that like you're much closer to these idols than you actually are. These companies want to make their artists seem as single and emotionally available as possible. Why? Because that means more parasocial relationships, which means more fans, which means more money, yeah? Because that's all they care about, let's be for real. Like, they do not care about you as a person. They're literally putting you in a parasocial relationship so they can get some money. Come on now. Let's be for real. The way they achieve this is when they paint their artists to be the like ideal spouse with these specific personality types. Number 1, you have the golden retriever boyfriend, whom is very large on the outside, but rather cute and delicate and childlike in the inside. For me, they're like a hug personified. So think of like RM from BTS. That's literally the golden retriever boyfriend right there. Next, you have the bad boy boyfriend, who most likely dresses like he rides a motorcycle. And they're probably a phenomenal dancer. They may have this nonchalant demeanor about them with an actually really sweet and kind personality underneath. Or you may have the prince boyfriend stereotype. This person is absolutely ethereal in both masculine and feminine ways. Like, think of Jimin from BTS. They most likely dress really pretty and have this poised and soft personality and just like a sweetheart, but like they look either expensive or just like royalty. You hopes can never look like me, period. And you can't forget the boy best friend, boy next door stereotype. He's the one that's like the sunshine, really happy and kind one. He's like the happy vitamin for the other members. And he's always smiling and goofing off. And you just love to love him. Like, you can't help but love him. Like, Yoongi is K-pop's ideal husband, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'm sorry. And he gets proposed to every other second, and I can't blame him. Ooh, praise God. But these character tropes do not favor the artist in the long run. Take BTS's J-Hope, for example. This sunshine, always happy, smiley, happy-go-lucky character is really engraved in how the public and the fandom sees J-Hope. Like the time he went on live and people were diagnosing him with depression because he looked tired and was scared to go to the bathroom by himself in a building by himself. Bitch, I'd be hitting a dashi run, run, run if I was in there by myself too. Well, hello? If I'm on live, y'all coming with me. I'm not dying by myself in here. Or how people think to this day that Daydream is like this happy-go-lucky song because they see J-Hope as such a happy person that they don't even think to even dive deeper into his lyrics because them lyrics is sad as hell. Were the people who got upset during Jack in the Box when like that whole aesthetic didn't fit the happy-go-lucky, character trope that they had envisioned for him, that they have tattooed onto his entire personality. Like, so many people are like, oh my God, J-Hope is changing. Look at the way he's dressing. And he's like so dark. He seems so depressed.
I got a ghost in here.
Shut the fuck up!
Now, every K-pop stan knows about the infamous rabbit hole you fall down when you're trying to get to know a group. There's a specific video that might catch your eye or ear, and you probably watch it a few times. And then you think, oh my God, I want to get to know their names. So then you click on a conveniently well thought out, well executed video that's usually titled something along the lines of an introduction to then the K-pop group, or an unhelpful guide to then the K-pop group. These videos usually consist of their names, ages, probably a clip of them singing or dancing, showing off their skills, and some fun facts. And that's when you're pushed down the rabbit hole of crack videos, dance practices, funny moments, V-Lives, and variety shows. See, unlike Western entertainment, K-pop bombards you with a whole bunch of content to consume. I mean, there was a point in time when the only thing I was watching was BTS Logs, American Hustle Life episodes, and the few V-Live Run BTS episodes they just came out with. Yes, I'm that old. Mind your business. So now that this group has taken up hours, days, and weeks of your time, you feel a connection to these people. 9 times out of 10, you will have a bias. You love all the members, but it's this one specific person that you just can't get off your mind. Like, at this point, you want me. That's what it's feeling like. Because you keep coming for me. You're attacking me. I don't have a choice in this. My back's against the wall. Or in my case, you have like 4 biases, each of them fighting for the number 1 spot, and then every other member is constantly attacking you. Anyways, now this doesn't seem so bad, right? You're having a great time getting to know these people who do not know you exist, and it's so fun and exciting until you become a delulu. Now, delulu is just a shortened version of the word delusional. Now, let's be for real. We're all delulu in some way, shape, or form. If you're a K-pop stan, you're a delulu. If you think of your faves as your bestie, your man, your woman, your wife, your husband, or a sneaky link, it's rocks going inside that brain somewhere. It may not be big rocks. Hell, it might be pebbles, but it's somewhere in there. But there are levels to this delusional spectrum. And because these artists tend to usually never call out their fans for wild behavior, it gets wicked. You have the kitty delulu fans who might joke about their bias being their bestie or their significant other, and probably shares photos of their bias or group that they post on like social media with like the caption "Bae" or probably the group song in the background, Level 2 is the average delulu, the moderate delulu. On a scale from 1 to 10, they're probably 5 or 6. They probably have their bias as a lock screen or the photo card in the back of their phone, has Stan Twitter, Pinterest boards for their fave, probably has an entire collection of albums, photo cards, and merchandise, like an excessive amount of merchandise, like probably a binder full of like photo cards. They probably talk to other people in the fandom about their bias and say things like, oh my God, I want him so bad, or period, that's my man, or get your mans because he coming for me. Or if they're mentally ill enough, they might watch YouTube Imagines or read fan fiction, the smut kind. These fans may playfully and lightheartedly like go back and forth with you about this person being their man, their woman, their significant other, their sneaky link, or whatever. But it's usually not harmless. They don't take it too seriously. Yes, I'm looking at every Namjoon stan and everybody who has a Jimin or a JK life-size cutout. Seek help and seek it fast. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I was an average, moderate Delulu, okay? I did all those things listed except for like collecting albums and merch and photo cards, because what do I look like? Spending all that money on a little ass picture of a grown man doing a finger heart. Now, if you do it, that's cool. I'm not shaming you if you do it. I got friends who like to do it. Binders full of photo cards, I'm saying. And if they like it, I love it. It's just not for me. And then you have the psychotic, straight jacket keyboard crusaders. Believe it or not, these fans are usually kids or minors whose ages still start with 1. They are the ones fighting with other fandoms online, claiming you're not a real fan if you don't stream 24 hours, 7 days a week, calling their biases Oppa, Hyung, Nuna, Oni, or their little baby bean, typing out Korean words in Romanized English, going to airports to harass and shove cameras in the faces of their faves, getting mad if their bias even remotely sneaks a glance at the opposite gender, making not suitable for work gay, spicy Twitter accounts for their faves, talking on social media about how they want to get railed by their faves, stalking them in public, and get mad if the celebrity doesn't play into their own like fantasy they have in their head of them. Oh, and they will verbally fight you if you try to hold their fave accountable if that fave has done wrong. Oh, and I will never forget the amount of ARMY who was saying the most disgustingly sexual stuff on Twitter the day J-Hope dropped more. Like, y'all were saying how y'all wanted to him and describing in detail how you wanted it done. Y'all are so nasty. And then y'all got mad at the people who was calling y'all out on it. Electric chair! You're sick! Now, this specific group of people have made liking K-pop their entire personality and purpose in life. They have nothing else to live for but their group. Oh, and you better not be a multi-stan in like a whole lot of groups. They don't like that. You're not a real fan if you like more than one artist. You can only listen to K-pop. Like, they genuinely believe that they're in a relationship with their bias. Like, that is, it's not a joke. Like, they feel like they are truly entitled to every and any form of privacy that their fave has. Like, you belong to them. In their eyes, their fave can do no wrong. Like, think Barb, but in K-pop. That's some scurry shit. Ooh, child. And this is when it becomes a major problem. Because then we have sasang. A sasang is an obsessive fan who stalks or engages in other behavior constituting an invasion of the privacy of Korean idols, drama actors, or public figures. Now, sasangs are not uncommon in K-pop. I wish they were extinct. But, you know, dream like this, not something you wish for. They usually have an inside source to tell them extremely private information. I mean, there's actual private Instagram pages dedicated to like being sasangs and giving out this information. They have their fave schedules, air flight times, what flight is going to be, where they're going, their addresses, family member names, phone numbers. They even have like the sizes of male idols' genital parts. I know y'all remember last year when that sasang kept calling a hotel that JK was in Vegas to the point where a staff member had to come and unplug the phone.
누구야 이거 전화 어떻게 받는데 나 이 소리 싫어 소리 너무 무서워 소름 돋아 어떻게 눌러야 되는데 나 이거 1번 눌렀는데 이거 봐봐 누구냐고 누구야 무서워.
These obsessed fans even dox the addresses of people who like call them out or they don't like, or even said something remotely negative about their fave, and are not shy on physically harassing their faves in public. Now, you don't have to be the most extremist of Delulu for your parasocial relationship to affect you. I personally had to take a step back when I did some reflecting. I realized I was investing way too much time into my group instead of living life, enjoying my 20s, working on my career, and living in the present and in the now. There's this joke in K-pop, like once you stan a specific group or whatever group, that like your standards for dating skyrocket, which is honestly period, as it should. But some of y'all are not joking. And at some point, I was one of y'all. There are people who genuinely don't want to be in a relationship if that person doesn't act like what they perceive their bias to be. Like the jokes that if he ain't Namjoon, I don't want him. If he ain't Yoongi, I don't want him. Sometimes be a joke, but for other people, they're dead serious. Like, why did I make a whole Spotify playlist about songs that remind me of Namjoon? Royalty, don't piss me off. When I say I had to chew on some bark and dive in some grass, it was bad. K-pop is a great escape. And while it definitely has its toxic, anti-black, whitewashing, oversaturated side, it's fun. Getting into BTS as a young teenager opened my eyes to a lot of things, a lot of prejudices that, the world has and that I might have grown up with. And it gave me once in a lifetime opportunities and experiences. 99% of my close friends I've met through BTS in some way, shape, or form. And all of these things are great, but I had to climb my way out of that rabbit hole. Some of you may know me from TikTok. I was a K-pop TikTok influencer. Well, I won't really call myself a K-pop stan because I only stan BTS, but I casually listen to everyone and everything. And as of right now, I barely listen to K-pop at all. And I hate to say it, but life has been more enjoyable since. Working on myself and devoting all that time that I was spending daydreaming about Namjoon picking me up on the back of that bicycle so we can go on a date to the Han River. Into working on my craft, skills, and just enjoying life and getting the most out of every day has literally made the quality of my life skyrocket. I feel so much more present and relaxed. But I'll forever love BTS, and if a K-pop song comes on, baby, best believe I'ma probably sing word for word. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to push this video onto the algorithm, and I'll see you on the next file. So with that being said, 감사합니다. My name is Royalty, and this has been the Royal Archive. 잘 가. Bye.
Club jam packed, they gon' treat us like we royalty.